Hi, I'm Jessica Priester, and today we are gonna we're gonna be learning about the Van Hille levels. There are 5 levels, and it starts at 0, visualization, 1, analysis, 2, informal deduction, 3, deduction, 4, rigor. And basically what the Van Hille levels are, it's a progression of spatial geometric understanding. So it's basically how you understand geometry and the understanding and background knowledge of it. So there's 3 important things you need to know about the Van Hille levels. 1, it's sequential. So you have to learn them in order. So if you're you have to start at 0, and you can't go from a 2 to a 4. You have to go from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And advancement or lack of. So basically these are just the levels, and so basically you can't be at a 3, or you can't be at a 2 and then just jump to a 2. Just because you are in a higher level, like if you're in high school or something, that doesn't mean you're automatically going to know it just because you're older. It just depends on your background experiences in it, and if you know the basic 0 level. And then mismatch. So basically this is just about instructionals. If a teacher's teaching a 3rd grade class on a level 2, but a few students are still at a level 0 or 1, they're not going to be able to understand the material, and they won't be able to move on because they haven't gotten what they needed in 0 or 1. So what we're going to look at is level 0, visualization. So basically it's sorting shapes for what they look like. So in this level, students can describe using names of shapes, can name regardless of the shape, orientation, group shapes, and group shapes by what they look alike. So the TEK would be classify and sort a variety of regular and irregular 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional figures regardless of orientation or size. So basically an activity that you could do is sorting shapes. So basically you would tell the child, let's sort these shapes by what looks alike. And that could be anything from something that's pointy to something that has curves, something that looks like a stop sign, or something that looks like a box. So let's spread some of these out and let's see what basically a child could do. So I see this one, and that one's pretty curved looking. So I'm going to put that with this one because that's also curved. And I'm probably going to look around, see if there's any more curves. So this one has a curved shape too. So let's put it, maybe that kid's like, oh, they all look together. But then they see this one, and oh, that's a curve that goes together. Well, this one looks like a stop sign, and this one looks like a stop sign too, so maybe they'll put them together. Or they see these and they're like, oh, a pizza slice. And they put all the things that look like pizza slices together. So there's all their pizza slices. And then they're like, oh, this one looks like a box, and this one looks like a box. Well, this one kind of looks like that one. And then these 2 left over, these look like diamonds, but they look alike, so I'm going to put them together. So basically that's just an activity for level 0, because level 0 is very visual. You want them to see the shapes, and you want them to recognize what they are, and oh, well, here's a curve, and here's some points. And what they kind of look like in regular day life, like that kind of looks like a stop sign. Or this one looks like an ice cream cone, or that looks like a box. So just different things like that. So now we're going to look at level 1. So a level 1 is analysis. So at level 1, students at this level can describe attributes, experiment with shapes to discover new shapes, compare and contrast similarities and differences between them. And the TEK for this would be classify and sort regular and irregular 2D shapes based on attributes using informal geometric language. So this one's all about attributes and the properties. So a good thing to use is a property list. So as you can see right here, I have a properties list. And with this, you can see, so this one is rectangles. And you can see all of these are rectangles. But, so we're going to go through and we're going to talk about the properties of the sides. So I'm going to look at all these sides. Well, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. That one has 4 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That one has 4 sides, and this one's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one has 4 sides. So I could say they all have 4 sides. So all of them have 4 sides. So now I'm going to look at the properties of the angles. And what angles are the pointy sides. That's what you could tell your kids, but a geometric language would be angles. So I'm going to look at this one and see there are 4 angles in that one. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 in that one. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 in that one. So I could say all have 4 angles. And this one's properties of the diagonals. And those are the diagonals. So, are they perpendicular or not? Do they bisect by the other or not? Or are they congruent or not? So basically you just have your student just go through and explore. Is that correct? Is that not correct? So here's our last one. Properties of symmetry, line and point. So basically, I know that this is, so that one has 2, that one has 2, and that one has 2. Okay, sorry, my thing quit recording, so I'm going to start right here. So properties of a symmetry. So you would mark your lines of symmetry, and then you'd count them. Well, I know that these have 2 lines of symmetry, and this one has 4, so I would write between 2 and 4 lines of symmetry. So this is your property list for quadrilaterals, and this is just a visual way for kids to be able to see the different properties and attributes, and they can write them down. And then this is an animal that you could make out of tangrams, and you could see that there's a bunch of room for them to be able to use. So let's say like right here, one child may want to use a square, or another child may want to fill it with a small triangle. It's just different ways a child wants to manipulate their tangram and to be able to fitting into here. And they can see, oh, well, this shape also fits into this, so this shape is like this shape. So that's how you could use a crocodile in an activity and a properties list. So that's just the Van Hyle levels and how you can use them with different things. And that's it. Thanks.